Hello, and welcome to your yoga practice today. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's lay down on our back with our big toes connected, and we'll let our knees fall wide. Bring your hands upon your knees, your shins, your ankles, wherever it feels good, and feel your lower back press into the floor. Think about uncurling your tailbone and feeling the entirety of the back of the rib cage all the way down to the sacrum, extending into the mat. Breathe in and feel the body expand as you inhale. Exhale and feel your body melt into the ground. Inhale, feel the belly rise, the chest expand. Exhale, feel everything begin to soften inwards towards your center. And we'll use this deep, mindful breath as our guide for this practice today. Just know that because we're working with hips, we're working in our joints, not just muscles. So if anything feels a little uncomfortable in a negative way, then pull back. You can always take modifications, make this practice work for you, and flow and rest anytime you need to. Let's add a little bit of rocking from side to side. And then from here, coming to center, we're going to bring our knees and ankles together. Bring your hands upon the back of your thighs. Lift your head and shoulders and begin to rock and roll forwards and backwards, massaging the length of your back, creating a wheel of your spine, your chin in towards your throat. Breathing in to roll back. Exhale, come up, find your balance here. And again, inhale, chin to chest, round spine, rolling back. Exhale, coming up, floating the feet, finding balance. 2 more, extending through the legs if you like. Inhale, rolling back. Exhale, rolling up. And 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, hold it there. Inhale, try floating your fingertips to the sky. And exhale, releasing it down. Take Sukhasana, crossing your ankles and walking your hands forwards, anchoring down through the sitting bones into the earth. Staying here as you breathe in to expand the back of the body. Exhale, can we melt a little bit more into our hips, bowing our chest closer to the ground? Beautiful. On your next inhale, begin to slide your palms in towards you, roll up through your crown. And we're just going to sweep our feet back behind us and come up to all fours and awaken the energy of the spine. So knees below hips and palms below your shoulders. Connect the tops of your feet to the earth. And breathing in, begin to curve your tailbone to the ceiling. Extend your heart's gaze forwards and lift your eyes upwards. Now, as you exhale, round the tailbone underneath you. Start pressing into your palms and scoop up into your cat position, looking inwards to your navel. Again, inhale, flow from the tailbone first, and everything's going to move through your spine, uncurling. Exhale, tilt the tailbone underneath you, draw up and inwards through your abdominals, and scoop up into your spine. 1 more time, inhale, flowing through your body like the underside of the moon. And exhale, rounding up into your spine like cat or the top of the moon. Now inhale, tuck your toes under. We're going to press into palms. Exhale, lifting our knees, our hips, and flowing up and back for downward dog. So let's pedal out through the heels as we enter into this first downward dog of this practice. And then begin to press into the palms and gently bounce the heart back towards your thighs, just opening up through the chest. Beautiful. On your next inhale, come up high upon the tiptoes and look forwards. Now, as you exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. When you arrive there, halfway lift, take a deep breath in. Exhale and bowing. 2 more times, halfway lift, press the palms to your shins, stretching forwards with your heart. Exhale, release and bow. 1 more, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Now turn out through your palms, spreading fingers. Inhale, slow rise, come all the way up to the sky, connect the palms above you. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. And then breathing in, finding Tadasana here at the very front of your mat. So in this position, we want to find the soles of our feet pressing down into the earth. We want to feel our tailbone stretching downwards towards the earth, as well as our hip bones draw upwards towards your belly button, and you feel the connection to your abdominals. Feel your chin parallel to the earth and your shoulders gently gliding down your back, relaxing away from your ears. You have a 1,000-petaled lotus flower balanced above your head, and your palms are radiating light. Just for a moment, close your eyes and feel into your hips. Just feel the situation that your hips are in right now as you stand. Is there any pain in the lower regions of your back where the hip bones begin? Is there any tension, any gripping through the pelvis? Just feeling that space. And if it's possible to use your visualization here, just imagine an orange light glowing at the center of your hips. That's where our sacral chakra is located, and we're going to be spending the next few minutes just pouring a bit of love and energy and activating that space. So thinking about this as the second to lowest chakra. So this is about stability and your own personal comforts and feeling secure and feeling safe and also feeling creative. Being creative is a natural human need, and we need that. It's a necessity, and this is kind of your creative center. And anatomically, it's the space where we create life. So that's where we're coming from in this practice. On your next inhale, spread your fingers and stretch all the way up to the sky and connect the palms above you. As we exhale, pour it down into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extending forwards with your heart. Begin pressing back with the hip bones. And then as we exhale, bend the knees, palms to the earth, and we'll step back. Now step your right foot back first and just kind of be in the stretch. And then step the left foot back to join the right. Inhale, find your plank position there. And exhale, chaturanga. Knees down this first time. Slowly lower your body to the earth. Now relax the feet to the ground. Press your hip bones into the earth, grounding through that sacral chakra. Inhale to rise for a baby cobra, hovering the heart off the floor. And exhale to release it down. 2 more times. Inhale, come up a little higher if it works for you. Exhale, release the heart to the earth. And 1 more time. Inhale, highest comfortable cobra or up dog if you're ready to lift the thighs. And then as you exhale, press into palms, tuck the toes, bend the knees, send the hips up towards the sky. Press into the heel of your palms as you stretch back for downward dog. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, begin tipping your tailbone more towards the sky just to feel the lengthening of the lower back. Now inhale, come up high upon the tips of your toes and look forwards. Exhale, step or hop to come to the front of your mat. When you arrive, inhale, halfway lift, still pressing backwards with the hips, extending through the spine. Exhale to bow. Turn out through palms and inhale to spread the fingers and ride the breath all the way up to the sky. Connect the palms. Exhale, bring them down to heart center. Let's flow 1 more time. Inhale, rising to the ceiling, connecting the palms above you. Exhale, bending the knees and pouring it down, sending the hips to the sky. Halfway lift. Inhale, pressing the hip bones back, stretching forwards with your heart. Exhale, bow again. Now this time, pick up your left foot, stretch it way back, land the toes, and then the right foot's going to follow. So we're just going to feel a little stretch before we go right into that plank. Breathe in there, plank. Exhale, knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale to rise through your cobra. And exhale, a big push back for downward dog. Now take a deep breath in. We're going to stretch a little further. Stretch the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, roll that right hip back. Inhale, roll the hip bone down. Now pull the knee towards your chest. And as you exhale, lay the shin down, turn the knee out, and we're going to slide the left knee back and go into pigeon pose. Now breathing in as you extend forwards with your heart here. Exhale, bow into this if it's comfortable and start to release through the spine. Rest your heart closer to the earth and try to aim both hip bones down to the earth. Okay, so we're just opening up through the outer area of the hips. We want to feel the right hip creating a bit of heat in that space, a bit of openness there. And remember, we don't want to push into this, so let gravity help you, and you can always kind of roll out of it a little bit, modify it so that it works. We're going to stay here for another deep inhale and exhale. Now on your next inhale, press down to your palms and tuck your toes behind you. Exhale, give a big push back and find downward dog. Beautiful. Now on your next inhale, let's pick up the left foot, stretching it to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, roll the left hip back, sagging it upon the right. Inhale, roll the hip bones down, pull the knee closer to your chest, and exhale, slowly bring the body forwards, landing the shin lightly to the earth, stretching the right leg a little further back behind you. Breathe in, stretching forwards with your heart, creating length through the entire body, and then exhale to melt it down into your pigeon pose. This is sleeping pigeon, resting pigeon. We just want to find a bit of release here as we move into this left side of the body, the left hip opening up, bit of heat, bit of warmth through the outer hip, and softening down with the heart space. You're here for one more full breath. And on your next inhale, pressing into the palm, sucking the toes under. Exhale, a big push to send it back, and downward dog we go. Pedaling out through the heels of your feet, stretching back with your heart. On your next inhale, come up high upon the tips of your toes and look forwards. Exhale, step or hop, come to the front of your mat. When you arrive, halfway lift, directing the heart's energy forwards, pushing the hips' energy back, and exhale to melt into the forward fold. Turn out through your palms and spread fingers. Inhale, root to rise, so press into the feet and lift up to the sky. Connect the palms, and then exhale, hands to your heart. Release your arms to your sides and find Tadasana. Take a deep breath in, a full breath out. Standing at the front of our mat, we're going to find our creative flow. So bringing our feet together here, hands at our sides. On your next inhale, bend your knees, belly to thighs, brush your fingertips along the floor, and sink the hips for chair pose. As you exhale, slowly bow, lengthening the legs, hip bones to the sky. Inhale, halfway lift, heart stretches forwards. Exhale to bow again. This time pick up your right foot, stretch it way back, and land the toes to the earth. Just stay here for a moment as you push back into the heel, breathing in, stretching forwards with your heart. As you exhale, spin the back heel down, heel to arch alignment. And inhale, we're going to rise up and find warrior two. So right arm behind you, left arm in front. As we exhale, sink a little deeper into your powerful thighs, directing this left knee over the pinky toe of the same foot and pushing back into the pinky edge of the back foot. So you're sucking up through the arch, your inner thighs are switched on. Drop a little lower as you breathe out and reach out through your fingertips. One more full breath in and out. On your next inhale, flip the front palm and reach up and back, reaching your fingertips back behind you and finding your exalted warrior. As you exhale, can you soften through the shoulders, relax the neck, and maybe even turning your gaze down if you feel like you need to release any tension in your neck at all. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, flowing forwards, extended side angle, forearm to the front thigh, or take it a little lower. We're opening our hips so we can bring our hand to wrap around our front ankle and then taking the top arm up and forwards past the front edge of your mat. Stay here with me, breathing in and rolling that top shoulder back, lengthening the entire right side of the body. And as we exhale, we are deep in our hips, so maybe we can go a little lower, make sure our knee is above our heel. Now inhale, I want you to spin it down, lifting the back heel and landing both hands inside of this foot. As we exhale, toe heel this left foot over to the edge of your mat. Now we're going to move into dragon pose. You can pick up the toes and turn them out, maybe lean the knee out. See how it feels to go into this, and just notice how your hips are feeling. Separate your palms below shoulders and give a little rock, a little sway through your hips and shoulders, lengthening the sides of your back. Now pause and breathe in, taking the hunch out of your back, extending your heart's gaze straight ahead. We're here for 3 more breaths, and you're welcome to lower down upon your right elbow and just see how it feels to be low in this position. And maybe the left elbow will touch down as well, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the heat that you're building in your hips, the stretch that you're feeling, and if it's good for you. Now you can always rest your right knee down to the mat as well to take some of the tension out of the posture. But just be where you can maintain the challenge without clenching through the neck and shoulders and jaw. Beautiful. On your next inhale, if you're low, turn the palms down and push into them to lift your chest. Exhale, give a big push back into your palms and step back into downward dog. We're going to flow here if you like. So inhale, gliding into your plank. Exhale, knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale to rise up through your cobra. And exhale, a big push back for downward dog. Pedaling out through the heels of your feet and noticing how your hips are feeling after all of that stretch. We're going to try the other side. So on your next inhale, let's pick up the right foot. Exhale, pull the knee closer to your body. Take a big step towards the right thumb. Now stay here. Inhale, push back into the heel and extend your heart forwards. As you exhale, spin the back heel down and find your alignment. Heel of the front foot meeting the arch of the back. Inhale, let's rise up and find our warrior two. So your right arm's in front of you, your left arm's behind you now. Exhale, drop a little deeper in your strong thighs and keep pushing that knee over the pinky toe towards the right side of your mat. Pressing down into the pinky toe of the back foot, drawing up through the arch, strong into the inner thighs, sucking up through the kneecap. Powerful and strong in your stance. On your next inhale, flip the front palm and reach up and back, exalted warrior, stretching and lengthening through the side body. Exhale, can you soften your shoulder, maybe drift the gaze down, have a play with positioning of your head, just making sure your neck is happy as you flow. One more deep breath in. Exhale, coming forwards for extended side angle. It's your variation, so you can go low if you want, wrap the fingertips around, fingertips to the earth, or forearm to the front thigh. It's up to you. Take the back arm and reach up and forward. So the left side of the body is stretching and lengthening now, and we're deep into our hips. Doing beautiful, rolling the top shoulder back, stacking the shoulder blades. One more strong breath in and out. Now inhale, slowly begin to pivot down. We're going to lift the back heel and lower down onto both palms inside of the foot. As we exhale, toe heel that right foot over to the edge of your mat. Maybe picking up the toes, turning them out, leaning out through the pinky edge of the foot, and then separating your palms below shoulders. Begin to sway into your hips. On your next inhale, start to stretch your heart forwards, pushing back into the heel. And just finding a bit of stillness here. Just know that you can always lower that left knee down to the earth to take some of the tension out of the hips in this position. Beautiful. And if you want to, for the last 3 breaths, you can lower down upon your left elbow, and maybe the right elbow will come down as well. But just remember not to force it. 2 more breaths. You're doing really well. One more inhale, begin to push the palms into the floor to lift your chest. And now as we push back, exhaling, coming back in a downward dog. Good. Now stay, rest, or flow, up to you. Inhale to glide into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, finding your upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in here. A full breath out. Now, taking our gaze forwards, come up to the tips of your toes and bring your hands together so your thumbs are touching to the middle of your mat. As you exhale, step or hop, trying to bring your feet to the outside of your hands. Now, toe heel the feet out a little wider if you need to. Turn the toes out. From here, finding our balance, lifting our palms away from the floor. Our knees are bent. We're in a nice, deep Malasana squat. Make sure the knees follow the direction of the toes. And you can be half down, you can be kind of in a bit of a hover, or you can drop way down. It's up to you. Everyone's anatomy is different. Everyone's hips and knees are different. So it's just about how it feels for your body and what's welcome for your hips here. Bringing our hands to heart center. Finding the breath. 2 more breaths now. 1 more. And then from here, bringing our palms to the floor, take a deep breath in, come up high upon the tips of your toes. Now, as we exhale, we're going to step or hop back and find downward dog. So let's see how we go. Beautiful. And pedaling out through the soles of our feet. Gorgeous. We're going to go into our flow one more time. So on your next inhale, try picking up the right foot. Exhale, pull the knee closer to your chest, and then step the foot through. Now hold it there. Inhale, stretching forwards with your heart. And then exhale, releasing the back heel down, heel to arch alignment. Inhale, let's rise and find our warrior two. Deep in the front thigh as we exhale. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reaching back, exalted warrior. Exhale, flowing forwards, extended side angle. Inhale, spinning down, landing the palms. As we exhale, we're going to push back and find downward dog. Good. Inhale, flowing forwards into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, cobra. Exhale, send it back, downward dog. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. On your next inhale, pick up the left foot. Exhale, pull the knee towards you, and then take a big step towards the left thumb. Now stay here, breathe in, stretching forwards with your heart, pushing back with the heel. And then exhale, spin the back heel down, finding heel to arch alignment. Inhale, let's rise and find warrior two. Left arm in front, right arm behind you. Exhale, drop a little deeper in your strong thigh, pushing the knee over the pinky toe. Flip the front palm, inhale, reaching back, exalted warrior. Exhale, flowing forwards, extended side ankle, it's your variation. Now inhale, spin it down with control, lift the back heel, palms down inside of the foot, extend the heart forwards. And exhale, give me a big push back, downward dog, stepping that foot back behind you. Inhale to flow forwards into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Taking your gaze forwards, lifting up high upon your toes, looking forwards. Inhale. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift when you arrive. And then exhale, take a bow. Now stay here with me in the bow. You're going to turn your toes out and bring the heels of your feet together. Come up high upon the tips of your toes. Breathe in with me. Exhale, bend the knees and take a deep plie. So you're going to go down as low as your hips are happy for you to go. Now try to walk the soles of the feet in closer together, trying to mirror prayer palms with your feet. And your fingertips are lightly on the earth, and I want you to just try to find some balance and stability. Creep your fingertips closer to you and try to lift up through the crown of your head so that the channel of your spine is long and unhindered, unbent. Now, let's see if we can pick up one hand and bring it to heart center, finding our balance. And now let's see if the other hand will follow. Nice. And you're deep in your hips, you're strong in your balance, you're strengthening the arches of your feet. Press the knees out wide away from each other. Find the energy and heat as we open our hips up. Now bring your hands into Lotus Mudra, and Lotus is kind of the symbol of the hips here, that flower that opens up. So connecting the pinky and the thumb, we're just separating the middle fingers. Now let's press up a little higher with our hands and bring the lotus up just above your head, if it's possible. Pressing out through the elbows, pressing out through the hips. Breathe in with me. As you exhale, challenge yourself to lift the hips just a breath of space away from your heels, a little higher. Breathing in as you are. And then exhale, turn the knees forwards, and we're going to slowly sink our bottom down to the earth. So come all the way down, lowering your bottom, and then from here, crossing your ankles. We're going to release into forward fold, Sukhasana. Take a deep breath in and out. Some strong work there. One more inhale. Exhale to melt into this. And then inhale to slide your fingertips towards you and rise up through the crown of your head. From here, let's release the right foot, and we're going to stretch the leg out wide. And then we're just going to bring the left foot towards the right inner thigh. Lifting your arms up high, stretching up to the sky, breathing in. Exhale, turn your heart towards the right foot, and we're going to release over in that direction, one hand on either side of the leg. Now just give me a little bit of halfway lift. Inhale, extending forwards with your heart. And then exhale to bow into this. This is more about your back than anything else. So what we find is that when we open up our hips, it allows space for our back to release as well. So now that our hips are warmed up and open, we can really focus on releasing any tension through the sides of our lower back. So finding a few more breaths here. Breathing in such a way that it opens up the left side of the lower back through to the rib cage and lengthening, expanding the waist. Exhale, just sighing it out. Beautiful. On your next inhale, begin to slide your palms in towards you and roll up through your body. We're going to take a moment of wild things. So as we exhale, let's bring our left hand back behind our hip. And then we're going to start stretching up with the inhale, extending our right arm to the sky. You're perfect here, lifting and elevating through your heart space. Or if you want to, as you exhale, press down into the palm behind you and then begin to lift your hips as well. Rooting down through the sole of your right foot, pressing down into the left knee and opening the entire front of the body. Stay here, one more deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly releasing the hips down to the earth. Nice. Let's try the other side. So we're just going to switch, extending our left leg out and folding the right knee in, right foot against the left inner thigh. Stretching arms to the sky, breathing in. Exhale, turning your heart towards the left foot and reaching over in that direction, melting your heart closer to the ground, one hand on either side of the leg. Halfway lift, inhale, extending forwards with your heart towards your toes. Exhale to bow. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Beautiful. And just staying into this position, allowing your body to melt into this. Feeling the stretch work its way through the left side of your body now. Breathing in, feeling the sides of the body expand. Exhale, just noticing any tension you're carrying and where can you surrender into this and melt. Staying connected to that deep breath. Powerful. On your next inhale, begin to slide your palms in towards you. We're going to rise up through the crown of your head, growing tall. And take a bit of wild things. As we exhale, set that right palm behind you, behind your hip. Press it into the earth and inhale, stretching your left arm to the sky. Feel your chest open up. If you want to, exhale and begin to press down into the palm a little harder, lifting the hips, rooting down through the sole of the left foot and opening the body. Stay here as you breathe out. One more expansive inhale, and then exhale, melting it all down to the earth. From here, bringing the soles of our feet together, and then bowing into a bit of butterfly position. So just releasing, and this is another time where we're opening up our hips, but we're lengthening through our back, so we're stretching our back as well. As we bring our chin closer to your throat, we're going to feel the muscles along the spine, the erector spinae, stretching and opening and warming up. And that's what we want to feel here as we kind of curl into our back. On your next inhale, begin to slide your hands in towards you and lift up through the crown of your head, rising tall. Slowly fold the knees together and then slide the legs long. Breathing in again, extending your arms to the sky, and exhale, slowly lowering your body down to the floor. When you land, pull your knees towards you and wrap your arms around your legs to hug your body. Give a bit of rocking from side to side as you relax your back. Now, we're going to come into Happy Baby to finish up, so let's begin to flex the feet. Lift the soles of the feet towards the sky. You've got some options with your hands. You can let your arms drape along the back of your legs, or you can wrap your hands around your ankles, or just hold on to the outer or inner edges of your feet. Uncurl the tailbone again as you feel the lower back release into the earth, and a bit of rocking from side to side to help massage your back here. Notice how your body is feeling after the work you've done. The openness of the hips, the easy release of your back into the earth, the flow of your breath, and maybe just the quiet of the mind as well. When you're ready, release your hands from your legs and let the legs come down into any position that feels like yes for you. And we'll finish up with a bit of relaxation. Making sure your body feels warm and comfortable. Feel the back of your body held and supported by the ground beneath you. Feel the front of your body open. The chest and belly easily rising and falling with the breath. And let it be effortless. Release any tension in your face, your throat, your belly. And if it's possible for you, come back to that orange light glowing at the sacral chakra right there at the hips. Breathing in, see that light expand. Exhaling softly. Again, inhaling, expanding, growing that light, vibrant, amber colored. Exhaling. Know that you are supported. You are creative. You are safe. And all of your desires and needs will be met in amazing ways. And if we can lean into trusting that, we can live our life from this sacral chakra in a really awakened, joyful way. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And we'll start to stretch our arms up and back and lengthen out through our legs as well. Bend your knees and roll to one side. And then press into your palms to come up to a comfortable seat. We'll bring our hands at heart center and have our eyes softly closed. We'll finish up with the meaning of Namaste. The light within me honors the light within you. And in doing so, I am certain that we are all one. Namaste.